Alright, good evening everybody, and welcome to another game of Age of Empires 4 2v2 Ranked. Today we're going to be seeing in the yellow, got an Ayubid player who wastes no time getting his barracks up, and his teammate is going to be in the orange as the Malians. And on the opposing team, have in the red, Abbasid Dynasty, and in the purple, another Ayubid. It'll be interesting to see the Ayubid matchup, and looks like we have a fat finger on the town center bell. Not the first time I've seen that happen. And of course, we're going to be on the cliffside map today. Nice map, nice and big, tons of resources in the middle. Let's take a look at what the scouts are getting up to. Wow, okay. Gonna get really lucky here immediately off the bat with all these sheep sitting at 7 sheep within no time at all. And he's just gonna go have them parked there. And gonna go scout more of the map. Let's see. Already so much of the map being scouted out. Only a minute and a half into the game. Looks like they've taken a peek at Red's base here. Let's pop over to their point of view. Looks like there's a bit of a flip-flop of the scouting going on. And let's go take a look at Red's scout. How many sheep does he have? 6. Not bad. And what about purple? How's purple doing? 7 sheep. Looks like everyone's got about the same sheep. And let's not forget about was it orange? Orange. Or orange. Walking away with only 4 sheep today. Definitely going to be the loser. He does find a 5th. But there's a 6th and a 7th. So no loser at all. Looks like everyone's going to walk away with about even here. And looks like we already have our Egypts coming through for purple and red team. This military wing. Okay, so military wing for him. And for red, we have House of Wisdom. So both of them going for military wings. No age-ups being started by yellow and orange yet. What do we see here? What is going on in the mid? We've got 5 villagers being very upset. And we've got a trickle of yellow spearmen. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow. So, looks like he's going to get tossed off the gold. And purple's going to be forced to get an outpost up here, but there's already 4 spearmen torching this thing down. So he's going to have to send a bunch of villagers just to be able to build it and get the health going fast enough. And I mean, even when this thing does get up, it's not going to have much health at all, so he's going to have to repair it too. So that's a really good start coming out of yellow. And what do we see here? Orange with the aggressive Saharan trade network. Comes with defensive arrow slits. Okay. Okay, so he's going for an aggressive age up. And if I understand correctly, it's going to have arrow slits? So that could be really bad for purple here because he doesn't seem to notice or care. And where is the barracks? Do we see a barracks out of purple? Let's switch to his POV. And let's find out. No military buildings out of purple. Looks like yellow's going to cover orange's workers here. Great teamwork. Great teamwork. 4 minutes into this match. Already purple just pushed off the berries, pushed off the gold. He is going to be able to get back on the gold, but I'm not really sure for how long. And now here comes red. Got a mix of spearmen and archers. And purple's so desperate, he's just going to send all of his villagers to try and stop this. But yellow has so many spearmen that I don't think these 2 archers are going to be able to make a big difference. But with only 1 orange villager left, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. And it does not. Oh, wait. Is it still? Someone's still alive. Oh, we got we got this guy over here, but he's gonna get shanked, and he's gonna go down. But Yellow still has a big, beautiful army, and I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and down goes Goodman. Okay, so we've got the battering ram for Yellow coming up, and Red is gonna lose his entire military trying to help out his purple teammate. Very valiant effort. Unfortunately, the Wolf has chosen his team and immediately switched sides. um, Orange Scout just gonna be taking a peek at the base here. Let's see what they can see. They do see the outposts, but the range is just perfect for this Saharan trade network, right outside of the range. And we see 9 units get garrisoned inside this battering ram, all spearmen. And are they just gonna go beat down this outpost? What is this? Poor pathing by the yellow spearman is going to get him instantly killed. And the battering ram is going to obliterate this poor defenseless outpost. There it goes. A couple spearmen are going to pop out, immediately pop back in. Now they're going to go for the mill. Take in every little victory they can here. We've got a 4 health spearman protecting these villagers who are going to finish getting the Saharan trade network up. And we do see a desert raider come out for purple. Where did purple acquire this? That is an archery range. Oh, the military wing finishing? Yeah, okay, so he's gonna get those free desert raiders every once in a while, but it's not gonna be enough. Already on 5 HP, not gonna be able to help out. Now just kind of standing there doing nothing. And the Saharan Trade Network's gonna come up, and those arrow slits have 7 tile range. Pretty short, but it does kind of create a little forward outpost for Orange to be able to put up what I like to consider disrespectful archery ranges. Does not mean they're bad, just means that, I mean, that's just rude. Right outside your base, like, damn. And there we see the Desert Raider go down. And how's Red doing on his military? Is he rebuilding? What is second town center? Okay. But other than a couple archers, not much. And purple is kind of in trouble here. Yellow hasn't even gone for the age. Okay, he's in progress with the age up. The House of Wisdom is going to be ever so slowly built by a single villager. And it looks like we've got ourselves a little showdown, but these are javelin throwers, and they are going to be the natural counter to the archers. We're just going to get absolutely destroyed. And now we see a second battering ram come up. And yeah, I mean, orange with the javelin throwers to protect these yellow spearmen is just perfect teamwork and synergy between the factions. And now he's actually going to be able to get in here and start poking these villagers down. He's going to have to cancel the archery range, which is a huge well, maybe not a huge setback, but now he's going to have to find another place to put it down. So he's got the stable coming up, he's got archery range coming up, and now the House of Wisdom is going to get sieged down here by 3 battering rams. Early game not looking good. Red Scout driven off by a single yellow spearman protecting Orange's base. And these 3 battering rams are just going to start even through this very, very tanky House of Wisdom. And let's just take a peep at the incomes per minute real quick, see how that's going. Looks like Yellow has an incredible food economy. 200 to 300 more than anyone else at the moment. Red not even caring about wood. So what is he getting up to? If he's building archery ranges, why wouldn't you have any wood income? Tons of food, gold. Light have to presumably counter the javelin throwers. And Like we see orange put up a disrespectful blacksmith as well. Good mix of, nope, just javelin throwers. No mix of anything. House of Wisdom does go down. Purple's got his military coming up inside his base. Looks like we're gonna have berries over there. Now Purple's wood line is gonna get threatened, and he's gonna throw up a wall here to try and I really don't know what, considering Orange is already beating down his base from the other side. I guess maybe to prevent reinforcements from being a problem. And those javelin throwers are just so deadly. It just immediately chewing, even against these light cav. I mean, the numbers, the clump is just so thick at this point that it doesn't even matter that the light cav counter these guys because there's too many of them. And what do we see? Villagers coming out with their torch attack to take down one battering ram, but with the javelin throwers on the back line, it's not exactly the safest thing to do. Orange is just going to pull back with yellow's battering rams. Toll outpost is the Malian equivalent of an outpost, I believe. Yeah, it's just called a toll outpost. Love to see that, give them something to fall back to that has arrow slits, and it looks like it's going to be within range of the trade network as well, so they can protect each other if they need to retreat. And now, 11 minutes into the game, we are seeing Purple's town center, capital town center, under serious threat. And okay, so he's got the military wing, yellow, and now he's going for the trade wing. And looks like orange and yellow are gonna agree that they've set purple far enough behind that it's time to go take a look at red's base and, you know, punish him for not really being there to help out, and an absolute laser beam of javelin's gonna come in and just wipe these archers. And if we take a look at red's military, what does he have? 2 archery ranges, a stable, 4 barracks, but here comes 1 lancer. Very expensive unit, gonna be going down. The one he just doesn't have the mass to be able to be doing this, and I think it's hurting him more than it's helping him to trickle in like this. Now the spearmen are gonna exit the battering rams and destroy. Okay, okay. Maybe the spearmen do take out the horsemen, but now purple's actually got a decent sized army. He's got the archers in the back line, spearmen in the front line, and now the javelin throwers are going to target these archers. And okay, I don't know what that was. But we're still good, and the battering rams do go down finally. The red town center with the 15 arrows going to be helping out as well. And it looks like this toll outpost isn't going to be able to get finished, but they do have this little base here, so it's not the end of the world. But it looks like purple is finally going to be getting some walls up, try and protect himself in the future. My question is, how are you going to tackle this? Because you've got 2 buildings with arrow slits that are going to be putting constant pressure on purple's base. He can't even age up right now because the House of Wisdom's destroyed. And okay, we're finally going to see some Ghulams come out and start chipping away at this outpost rather quickly. And it looks like we finally have a lull in military action from yellow and orange. Gonna try and get this wall down, but there's not that many units there. And yellow's going for H3. Already has H3. And is that the trade wing? think so. Okay. And red is also going to hit age 3. What is he going for? For some reason I can't tell. Am I crazy? I don't know. We got more important things to do, like watching Orange's forward base get sieged down by the Ghulams. And these berry bushes are gonna these berry bush villagers rather are gonna get poked out. They return to work a little too soon. And Orange still has a couple units that were inside the garrison building. So he's gonna get another villager. And let's take a look at Purple's villager count. So we've got 37 economic and 7 military compared to let's take a look at Orange for comparison. 39 and what do you mean no military? Whose military units are these? Oh, okay. I'm gonna assume that for some reason it's unreliable. I mean, are those red? Oh, okay. I'm just colorblind. That's what it is. Okay, so Orange does in fact not have a military, but he does have 41 villagers. Yellow coming in at 51 villagers compared to Purple at 37. Wow. Creeping up on a 20 villager deficit 16 minutes into this game. That's not good. Does Yellow have a second town center? No. Wow. So Purple's just been getting blasted all game. Poor guy. Finally going to be able to get the Orange forward outposts down. Archery ranges and whatnot. And he's going to be able to reclaim those berry bushes. Looks like Yellow's going to do the advanced strat of dropping his own wall down. That way Purple can't rebuild without taking it down first. And Yellow's... okay, so Purple was able to get the House of Wisdom back up. Which, yeah, actually that really sucks because having gone for the military wing, he probably missed out on a pretty good amount of production off of that tech up that he decided to go for, but he does get it back up. He does scare Yellow off with... or Red scares Yellow off with Ghulams. And we're just going to have a little ring around the rosy match here, but there is one Lancer who can probably force these guys to turn around at some point. And for the first time, 18 minutes into this match, we see the first aggression into the base of Orange from the red and purple team here. And it looks like he's got a crossbow and 2 Ghulams. Might be able to find 1 villager. He does. Will he find 2? Not quite. They're going to be able to get to the town center. They do have a toll outpost here. Fully garrisoned, starting to chip away at the Ghulam. So he looks rather safe, and Red is going to go under the town center here and lose his few military units. Looks like there is 1 Lancer here, putting a lot of pressure on a lot of these yellow villagers, but there's a nice clump of yellow crossbowmen to scare him off. And what do we see over here? Looks like Red's got a pretty decently sized outfit, and looks like he's going to throw the Ghulam away. So just getting demolished by the outpost. And here we see a dervish carrying a relic over to Yellow's base. He's got another one over here already as well, so that's 2 for Yellow. And looks like Yellow's going to take a fight under Red's town center. Not sure what he plans to accomplish with this one. And they are going to be forced to retreat. Now we see a gigantic clump of military units on the way to Orange's base. And looks like they were so busy with early game aggression that Orange hasn't had the time to put up any walls for his own base. So this battering ram doesn't have to get through any walls. He's just going to start chomping down on these buildings here. And it looks like he's going to be well protected by red. But he does have his military nearby. 3 red knights. What are they planning on doing? Whoa. Got a whole bunch of military production coming up, but they're going to be able to get into this villager line. 1, 2, 3. 3 villagers, and now all these buildings. Construction is halted. Sees another villager, he's going to go for that. Got a warrior scout attacking here, and finally wow. We look away for 1 second, and 1 battering ram is able to accomplish demolishing almost every single building placed around this gold vein. Too bad the battering ram is way too slow to be able to run. A little confused by this one because it's showing me purple here has captured this, but on the mini-map, it's reds. I don't think it matters because it's a team game. But yeah, I don't know about that one. And let's take a look at our age 3 decisions here. So Grand Fulani Corral, nearby cattle providing, and it looks like he's already got that set up. For yellow, he's in age 3 as well. Or at least it says he is, but only seeing 2 wings. Veteran warrior scout gonna be able to get 2 village. Oh, no, he's gonna give up. Come on, man. 1 HP. Yeah, come on. Yeah, looks like he was able to hear me there. And what about for purple? Do we see any other wings? 2 wings. Am I crazy? What? Oh, because okay, I'm just dumb. Okay. 2 wings, 2 wings. Okay. Wait, am I dumb? How can you be in? I'm not even gonna worry about it. Gonna move on. We have looks like they can't figure out how they want to stand there. Like there's too many of them to be comfortable. And veteran warrior scout gonna go down underneath. But like, just look at the mini map here. Can't wait to see what they decide to do with this. And purple is gonna be able to get some of these camel lancers into this poor farm. Another orange making excellent use of warrior scouts here. Just constantly on both sides of the map, just creating problems. Yellow's going to chase purple, and it looks like they are finally going to make the decision. And unfortunately for orange, still no walls, and doesn't look like he's going to be able to get this outpost up in time. Villager's going to get charged by the cav, shot by the arrows, and they will go down. The outpost is going to instantly be destroyed. And now orange's base is under threat of destruction. Looks like we see a manganique being built on the field. And where are their armies? Where are their armies indeed? Yellow, hello? Your base? Does he even have a military? Let's take a look. Got 50 military units, and they're finally going to arrive with orange in tow. What does orange have here? Musafati warriors? Okay, and finally we see the culmination of these 2 militaries in the base of orange. Manganique gonna get a beautiful hit in. Doesn't look like he used the incendiary ammo there. Gonna save it for that shot. A brilliant shot. But fighting under a town center with 15 villages. Okay, another Brilliant shot coming out. It's kind of hard to tell who's still alive right now. Looks like yellow's got a bunch of men up, but orange's army's gonna be gone. Red army's disappeared, and so it's purple versus yellow. Looks like a lot of crossbows. And are we gonna see a conversion? We are. Angenique. Angenique. Okay, well that was a bit of a waste. That would have been a really nice conversion to see, but he wasn't able to micro his own archers off of killing it first. So that's a bummer. But they will be able to defend the orange base. And Red's army's in shambles. Let's take a look at how many men he has right now. 26. And what about purple? 21 compared to orange's 17, so not bad. And yellow's 40. Okay, so yellow's looking a little bit ahead in terms of military right now. Looks like I missed this, but gonna be able to get their own sacred site, so it's tied 1-1 right now on sacred sites. This farm, red farm, all the way over in purple's base, with no villagers. I'm wondering if they may have all perished off camera during the battle, or if they were ever there in the first place. And looks like we're gonna have ourselves a little wall battle coming down on the south side of the map. Purple's done a really good job of walling off the south side of his base. He's gonna get the outpost up here, but he's fighting yellow, and orange is going to not care about decapping that. Red has rebuilt his army on the north side of the map here. And will orange be able to get these walls up in time? Come on. You can do it. Okay, so they force the cavalry to go around. Archer's going to be able to shoot over the wall there. Red is back in orange's unwalled base. And what is he going to be able to do about it this time? Because we see the Mustafati warriors coming out of stealth right onto the crossbow backline here. Brilliant use of the stealth ability there. Going to chew right through all those crossbows, but the cav are still an issue. They are going to be able to get onto yellow's crossbows. Unfortunately, crossbows counter cavalry, so I'm not sure how much good that's going to do them. Yellow mangonel and an orange mangonel going to be able to help out, and looks like they're able to ward off this attack once again. And a couple of orange cav are going to be able to push these stragglers all the way home. Getting a couple of notifications here. So purple is he attacking the trade line? Is that what I just witnessed there? Looks like we're going to get an emergency keep up here, but cav are going to prove to be a problem right now. And oh, okay, so the wolf is biting into the side of these poor traders. And yellow's going to be able to get the keep up, get the garrison in, and the cavalry are going to be forced back. What do we got going on here? Prolonged combat. Crossbows in the back line on both sides. Couple archers mixed in for red here. And on the front line we see Ghulams squaring off against Ghulams. Couple spears. Couple cav. And now yellow's crossbows are going to be running. Tighten back, taking shots while they do so. Looking like they're doing a good job. And here comes the sneaky mangonel shots. Not going to be able to do much damage on the first volley. Misses on the second. On the back line, though, we see a brilliant hit. Nearly wipe out all of Red's units. Mangonels are just so powerful against ranged units. And that's what happens when you attack without a scout, not having those lines of sight. And is that a springled emplacement? Here comes orange. Looks like he's got the stealth ability popped for some of these guys. And they're going to engage the spearmen. unfortunately, 3 mangonels, massive hit. He's gonna take out so many of those ranged units. And another volley, another beautiful hit, bunch of kills. It's like they don't even notice. They're just standing there taking these shots. That's a great way to lose this battle right here. But they are going to be able to find some cavalry to sneak in there and destroy them all, which is going to absolutely save their rear ends in this little battle here. And now that we're 30 minutes into the match, we are going to see H4 come out for yellow. I wish I knew which upgrade he was going for. Looks like making Atabegs. I don't even see it queued up. Anyways, would have thought one wolf could cause so many problems. Let's do a villager count. See how their economies are doing. So for yellow, we've got 120 villagers. No real military. For red, we see 96, but he does have a military of 52. Purple sitting at 105 and 50. And orange sitting at 70 and 40. So orange has kind of been decimated here in comparison to everyone else. But I believe yellow was the leader in villagers. Yeah, so yellow's economy is doing just fine. But with orange really receiving all of the pressure from purple and red's team, I think it's a high time he got some walls up around that base. In the meantime, yellow's going to be able to get all of these elite camel lancers into purple's base. It's like they were able to make a hole through the wall. And purple's military is not around. So he's going to send a couple of these into the wood line. He's going to send a couple of these into the back of the base. Go check out the trade post. He's kind of all over purple right now. And he's probably going to be able to find a lot of villager kills here. And we see the poor gold villagers just absolutely shredded. A couple purple cav are going to step in to defend, but being outnumbered like that, it's only going to buy these villagers a little bit of time. And we see another major development coming up over here. H4 landmark, Fort of the Huntress, going to be helping out in this fight, pushing purple all the way back. I'm not really sure why the range says 8 and then they're shooting like 10, but what do I know? And looks like purple's going to fall back to the safety of red's military here. And now they're going to re-engage and force orange back. Yellow's base. Okay, so he's going to be able to get some spearmen up to push these cav out, but let's take a look at how many villagers he's got. 97? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Still a healthy amount, but that yellow raid was actually very successful for the amount of resources invested, I would say. Especially, he's he's still causing problems in the backline here. And ooh, brilliant spot for a keep here up on this hill, defending 3 resource nodes. That's really nice to see. And what is going to be the next source of conflict on this map now that we are 33 minutes in and we're pretty much out of space? I mean, if you take a look at the map here, the walls are pretty much all in the middle. Looks like red has attempted to pull something off here, but wasn't able to finish his mission. And looks like we've got cavalry coming out, but is it going to be enough? We got another big battle coming down here. Spears going to get mixed in. Yellow's going to have trouble against those spears, and archers in the back going to be doing what they can. Looks like red's getting chewed up. Archer's not going to be able to be doing a lot against these elite camel lancers with 8 ranged armor against the 9 damage on these archers. And red is just going to get cleaned up here against yellow. And here we see orange come in. What does he have? Elite warrior scouts. Probably going to be trying to get onto those archers, but before he can, here comes purple with the spear crossbow composition. And these crossbows are finally going to be the answer that purple needs to deal with these yellow heavy camels. Almost said cavalry. Are cavalry horses? I don't know. Too much going on. Moving on. Uh, looks like looks like Orange is gonna get his warrior scouts in here, start poking away at whatever you can find, and the reinforcement trickle from Yellow is gonna get chipped away at here. Bunch of spearmen, bunch of crossbows. Going on down here. A singular camel lancer gonna probably go down there. And now we have the wall of purple getting sieged down, which is gonna prove to be a problem because didn't he? No, okay, the stone wall is down here. Just a regular wooden wall. Oh boy. Okay, so Yo's gonna cruise by. He's gonna see the keep and just keep walking. Purple got battering rams out over here for some reason. I don't tell you what that's all about. And Orange is finally gonna be able to get through, and these villagers are gonna try and get the stone wall up to stop them, but it's not gonna be fast enough. And I believe in the most recent patch, stone walls that are being constructed can actually be damaged, so not as much of a viable strategy to do that kind of stuff anymore. And Orange is gonna get through, and he is gonna get cleaned up, but there is a hole in the wall now. And spears against light cav is not gonna end well for Orange there. Couple of light cav, I say a couple, but it's more like seven camel lancers are gonna be in the back of this base, causing a ruckus for no good reason. And here comes a little expeditionary force from Yellow, going to be able to get through these stone walls that once existed and no longer do. And looks like we're going to have a wall race here, but Orange is going to beat Red to the punch. These villagers have nowhere to go and no one to defend them as they try and get this wall up. Too little, too late. Sorry, Red. Try again next time. And looks like Yellow has infiltrated Purple's base yet again. And it's turned into a real scrap fest. We have going on up here? Yeah, just battering rams going on the scenic tour, gonna get taken out. And looks like Red is finally gonna be able to get rid of Yellow's little expeditionary force in the back line. But, well, I say that, but there's still a couple alive. But bigger problem is that Yellow's in the front of the base, causing way more problems. How are you doing on villagers, my friend? 111, only 30 military. And, you know, where is that 30 military? They're going to be occupied at the north of the map. Meanwhile, we just watched Purple's base get completely neglected. Red is going to be able to step in and help out, but, I mean, Yellow's just having a field day in here. Luckily, there's a keep to keep. Luckily, there's a keep here to help out. But this is not. Oh, this is not what. Oh, okay, no, it's a purple keep being defended by red. I was gonna say if that's a yellow keep going up, then purple's got some big problems. But no, it's gonna be a defensive keep, and they are going to be able to get it up. Unfortunately, yellow is going to be keeping up the pressure, hitting age 4 a while ago, but now we see he's transitioned into hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers? Hand cannoneer? I don't know. So he's going to have a nice, beautiful backline protected by a very tanky front line of cavalry, and now we see the town center, capital town center nonetheless, in trouble. In trouble, and red is... I don't know if he's going to be able to get here in time. Running out of time, guys. Not a big deal, but also, like, what else are you doing, you know? So, they realize they're not going to be able to get it down in time. Yellow's going to take his military and just start brutalizing these poor purple villagers. Completely unnecessary. Down to 93 at this point. It's not letting him get to that late game villager count that he would like to see, and we finally have a little bit of a scrap here. Spear's going to be able to get onto the hand cannoneers. Cavalry going to be able to back them up. The villagers going to run for their lives as the town center goes down. And looks like that keep is going to be paying the bills here a little bit. But a lot of these villagers just standing in the field feeling a little too confident. Maybe purple doesn't have the... No, I mean, that's ridiculous. Of course purple has the micro capacity. It's a Conquer 3 match. And, you know, I guess he was right to leave him out working in the fields, because we're going to be A-okay. He's going to immediately get that farm back up. And looks like yellow was able to get some battering rams to come in and finish off this town center. Purple not going to be able to get here in time to stop that one. And got a triple, quadruple orange wall up here. Couple of houses. Incredible. And looks like red and purple are going to be able to survive. And here comes orange with Cav against Spears. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well for you, man. Gonna have to pull back here as the archers chip away from the back line. And now that that card has been played and orange is going to know that red has spears against his cavalry composition, that's going to be a problem for orange, and I wonder how he's going to decide to deal with it, because if he decides to engage head on, he's just going to die brutally. Meanwhile, on the backside, south side of the map rather, yellow continuing to put pressure on purple, and this keep does not have boiling oil, so it's not going to be doing any damage to all these torches. And despite having no artillery, the massive units is just so thick for yellow here that this keep is going to go up in flames, and the recently rebuilt town center is going to get triple battering rammed down once again. The hand cannoneers versus the crossbowmen, we know how that's going to end, especially with too many heavy cavalry for these crossbows to deal with. A couple of springles in the backline sprinkled in there, but with no real... Okay, well here comes the siege equipment, a couple of manganiques to be able to help out on the backline, but now yellow's going to have to be careful with those springles that I... Yeah, okay, so they're going to get a couple hits in. One manganique does go down, but the springles are now non-existent. And is that... Okay, that's a surrender out of purple. Good game to you, sir. I do not blame you for throwing in the towel at this point, because it has been a brutal 40 minutes, and that's going to be the game. GG. Well played. What a match. I will see you guys in the next one.